Hello, hello, am I being heard? Yo, yo, yo. Yo? Okay, I'm heard. So, not really, how do I say this? So, a bit of an impromptu stream here, I know. But, 3.5 just released. Just got the chance to, finally sit down and play it. And I'm going to play it, so I don't know what else to say. Let's just get into it then. So, for just a little, FYI heads up thing like that, I'm gonna be doing some commissions first because why not? The more primo gems, the better, and then I'll be pulling for some stuff. For some stuff, I mean some characters, and by characters, I mean I'll probably go for Sino first, and if whatever I've left, I'll probably put into Dia, because I know I have pretty good grace, because for all the rolls I did with Alhaitham, I did get Mona when I was trying to roll for Alhaitham, and I did save up quite a few Primo Gems, so I should at the very least get one 5-star today, hopefully, and hopefully I can get both of them, because you know what, I just want both of them. That's not that wrong in my opinion. Bleh, why am I slurring my words? Bleh. Anyway, any do's and any hows. Let's see if there's any new dialogue as we enter the game. Like Paimon says something, oh, quest, here, there. No? Alright. Well, let me just do some, let's see what's new first. Yep, so test care. Only Benny! Okay. Why is Benny the only 5-star here? Not like a complaint. So, yep. New quest here. New quest here. New quest here. Okay. Anything else new?
Once,
yep.
There was a glorious kingdom established among the heavens.
Yeah, I'd like to skip it. That's the thing that always plays at the start of every, whatchamacallit, season? Not sure what you call it, but it's what plays at the start of everything. Basically, is what I'm trying to say. Hey, here's some XP stuff because why not? And what's new here? Yep. So some weapons for Dia and Sino. Okay, so let's do some daily commissions first before we start pulling for people. And yes, I will be doing that, just not quite yet. Anyway, let's see. Looks like I don't really have to talk to anyone. Just kill a bunch of stuff, destroy a bunch of things. Alright, I can do that. Okay, where is it? Ramonstadt. Got you. Got you. Anyway, any do's and any hows. Where are we at? Oh, by the way, if the quality of my stream, like, lags or something, please feel free to let me know, chat. Yeah, just want to make sure you can actually see what the hell I'm doing, Kind of a little point streaming if no one can really see what you're doing, Anyway, anyhow, there's supposedly an Immoculi here, though I'm not seeing it. Oh, there it is. Anyway, let me just grab that real quick. And where's that roadblock asking me to destroy? Oh, that. Perfect. That's where the Animoculi is. Just stand there, please and thank you. Back off a bit. Mona. Benny. Wanderer. And the rain stopped because I don't know why. Just decided to stop, I suppose. Hold on.
Decided by destiny.
Why not? This is overkill, but this is my game. I decide if I want to overkill or not. Anyway, you're safe now, wherever you are. Join you for what? Oh, that's it? Alright, I think you were delivering supplies or something. If that's all you want to do, then that's all I have to do. I would have helped you if you asked, but alright. Anyway, that's this. Abyss mages, hilly churls, yada yada. Yeah, nothing too difficult. Anyway, anyhow. Good thing about Wanderer is that he can fly, giving a boost up this cliff. And let's just switch with Mona, because I've noticed, I think that Mona consumes less stamina maybe. Maybe it's a placebo effect of my mind, but I think she does consume less stamina when sprinting. Anyways, you have your burst ready. Show no mercy. Ow! Come on now, that was pretty rude of you. Ow! Okay, this is getting embarrassing. I keep getting interrupted. This is embarrassing for me. There you go. Let's kill you. Come on. Oh, come. What keeps hitting me? Are you shooting icicles at me? I think you might be. Anyway. This is really rusty for me, by the way. I don't know. I guess I'm just getting a bit camera shy right now, guys. Anyway, doesn't matter. You're all still dead. Alright. Well, who's next? Crisis of Shields, increasing danger. Sure, why not? Where is it? Starfell Lake, sure. And that's a statue of a 7 too. I can get some heals. Sure. Why the hell not? Okay. Heal me, please. Everyone has their elemental bursts. Oh no! Everyone has their elemental bursts. Oh, this is gonna be beautiful, guys. Okay, where art thou? There you are.
Fate is upon you. Teamwork is dreamwork.
Wretched vermin.
There we go. Okay. That was a pretty quick death from you guys. You guys aren't really used to this much fighting, maybe. Or maybe you're just not that good at it. Anyway, gotta stop trash talking and destroy this tower, because why not?
Squallen Fury.
Shouldn't be too difficult. Nope. Commission is complete, but there are reinforcements I can kill for stuff. I don't know, I'm thinking of killing them. Do any of you in chat want to speak up on their behalf and spare their lives? If so, if that is the case, please speak up now or forever rest your peace, because I am tearing them apart faster than you can blink. Well, that was exaggeration, but hey, who doesn't exaggerate their feats every once in a while, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, that's all of them. Only one more commission, then we can go finally pull for some characters, yeah? Anyway, Crisis of Shields. Over here. I think this is where the part that, you know, they just have a bunch of hilly trails with a bunch of shields. Again, it shouldn't be too much of an issue. So you recommend, like, pyro characters or whatever, and I do have Benny, so that is a pyro character. Anyway. Wanderer, fly up this cliff for me. Thank you very much. Not all you even have shields. Only one of you do.
Written in the stars. Everybody stand back.
Anyway, looks like you're all having fun here. Well, maybe fun's not the right word. Actually, yeah, all of them have shields, actually. They're just, not faring well is all. Yes, it is kind of amusing. There we go. Quick and simple. And definitely painful on the hilly trolls end. I did not mean to read that. My bad. Alright, stained mask there. Let's just quickly go to Mondstadt. Complete the commissions. Get our Primo Gems. Yada yada. And let's see if we can get some 5 stars, or maybe we can get both 5 stars. Ooh, actually, maybe I can get Benny to C6. That would be nice. As you can see here, here's the, well, 1 day late, but there's the 1 day late birthday boy. I haven't really built him the best, I feel, but hey, some constellations would definitely spice him up. Anyway, let's just complete our commissions real quick. Oh, actually, Paimon, what's this? I have mail. 300 Primo Gems. Thank you. And the 300. Okay. More and more wishes.
Abyssa.
Yep, Ad Astra Abyssos. Give me my Primo
Thank you.
Gems. Thank you very much, Catherine. And yeah, just collect my daily stuff here of people collecting stuff from me in the wilderness, because why the hell not? I have a, habit of making sure characters from that region collect stuff for me just because it feels nice, not really any gameplay strategy. Except for the things with the bonus, of course. That's totally gameplay strategy. Like Benny here, because Benny is great. Anyway, is that it? Or just, what does Paimon also still have? Notices, I guess. If it's the notices, I kind of know it's 3.5 already. You don't really have to spell it out for me. But actually, you go and have already definitely spelled it out for me, that is all. Event. The Windbloom Festival will be starting at March 3rd. Alright. Okay, let's collect some more stuff, I suppose. Okay. That should be it, yeah? Yeah, let's go pull for some characters. Okay, I think I'm going to try and go for Sino first. Actually, the shop should have updated by now, yeah? Let's try buying some... There we go. Intertwined Fate for some Stardust. And a Quaint Fate too, because why the hell not? Hey, who's in the... Xingqiu! Ooh, some Xingqiu constellations. Yeah, I guess I'll spend my thing on Xingqiu. There you go, more constellations for Xingqiu. Xingqiu actually is my main Hydro character for quite some time. I believe he's the only one of my characters that says Friendship 10. But yeah, just trying Mona Magistus out for a while. So that's why. There we go, a C3 Xingqiu. Okay, enough dilly-dallying from my end. Let's get some wishes. Okay, let's start off with you, Sino. Nope. No Sino just yet. Let's see. 3-star book. Let's see, I'm just gonna speak out if it's any 4-star or 5 stars. No need to spell out every 3-star I get now. Benny, let's go! Yes! Anyway, Benny Constellation, 1 day late, but doesn't matter. Still happy birthday to the birthday boy. There we go. Benny Constellations, let's go. So now, there we go. There's no longer an HP restriction to his attack boost. Oh, and more, 20% more attack. Yes, please. Yes, please, and thank you. Anyway. That increases attack from the fen. I'll just let this play out.
Or not.
Anyway, let's continue wishing. Come on. I like Sino, but I will very much happily take more Bennies. Come on. There we go. This should be Sino. Should be. Considering the last 5-star I got was Mona, so hopefully this is Sino. I don't think I've actually ever used, this, what you call, Grace system like this before? Yeah, Grace system, because I've only gotten Wanderer and Mona. That's about it. Anyway. Yes, it is! Let's go! Anyway, now let's try to roll for Dia. And another Benny! Yes! Okay. This is a good pull right here. Alright, I got Sino and I got my boy Benny, alright? Now let's go check out Sino real quick. But after giving Benny another constellation. Okay, 50 energy charge by 30. Sure, why the hell not? And Sino! There we go. General Mahamatra charges. Oh, let's look at this. Basic level 1 spear. Okay, I should probably. I'll still need to build you, but I should probably give you at least something that isn't a level 1 spear. Let's see. Don't really have a fine collection of pole arms with me right now. So, You know what? You can have Dragon Spine Spear. Because, I don't know, it kind of looks cool. There you go. Okay. I'll check over more of his voiceovers later. But for now, let's just start off with some.
I'm Sino, the former General Mahamatra. Now I use my abilities to punish evil as I see fit. If you share my devotion to rules and justice, then I can lend you my strength. I'm Sino, General Mahamatra of the Academia. It's my duty to uphold the rules and punish wrongdoing. I will protect you on your journey.
Okay, I'll listen to more of this later, and actually, maybe even on stream if y'all guys want to hear about it. But, you know, just let me know if you want to hear all of Sino's voice thingies, eh? Anyway, let's start with TCG.
Up for a game of Genius Invocation TCG? I'll show you the new deck I built.
Alright, there you go. The Temple of Silence. Ooh, I wonder what's that. Doesn't say the mantra. Ooh, okay. Anyway, what? Why is it still glowing thingy here? Oh, right, probably Sino still. Yeah. Anyway, now that we got Sino, I'm gonna roll for Dia. Alright, let's see. Let's see if we can get both. Come on, extremely lucky? Nah. I'll take another Benny. Come on. Another 3-star, a 4-star weapon. Alright. I don't really know what else to say about that. Alright. Yes! Benny keeps coming home. I've got another 4-star, but Betty and I am happy. Come on, let's keep. I don't even care if I don't get Dia. Just keep giving me bennies and I'm happy, man. Just keep giving me bennies and I am happy. Alright, there we go. Come on, we need one more for Unexpected Odyssey. That'll increase Benny's damage output. Come on. More bennies, come on. 4-star, of course. I don't. Barbara, sure, why the hell not? I have a Barbara, more Barbara constellations. She isn't built though, which is, yeah. You know, there's a lot of characters that you do. Yeah, I think I want to build. And Ning Wang! Nah, 2-4, sure, why not? I have a Ning Wang that I haven't built in a while though, but hey, more constellations, I won't say no to that. Hey, any more 4-stars? Pretty good pull, I'd say. 2 4-stars in a single pull. There we go. Let's give them constellations. Again, I should remember if any of those two have the constellations. Ning Wang has 1. So let's go 2. There we go. And Barbara. There we go. This your C2 do? Decrease CD by 15%. And Hydro. Ooh, okay, that just synergizes well with Hydro damage build, I suppose. There we go. I still have some Primo Gems left, so let's keep rolling. Come on, another Benny. Come on, another Benny. Sky Rider Sword? No. Come on. What 4-star is it this time? Yes! Yes! Okay. This is gonna take some editing, but I think I'm gonna like show off all the bennies I have in like a YouTube clip or something, because this is amazing. Anyway, hold on, my thought one bit, my dudes, my guys. Actually, let me just check if I'm actually being heard. Hello, 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 hello. Yep, I'm being heard. Okay. And a Barbara! Okay. These roles have been very kind to me, and I am a happy boy. I am a very, very happy boy indeed. Only would have made this better if this had Dia in it, but hey, I'm not saying no to a C4 Benny. As you guys can see, by the way, I went from a C0 Benny to a C4 Benny real quick. Hey, what positive could I have thingy here? Oh, 50 wishes? Yeah, easy. There we go. Anyway. Let me just Benny. C4 Benny, let's go. Using the attack as the second attack of Passion Overlord's charge. It's a bit finicky, from what I understand of the ability. And no, you don't forget about Barbara. You also have, what's your C3, Barbara? It's just increased the level. Sure, why the hell not? Let's see if I understand Benny's ability right. Nah, that's not it. How do you... Oh, okay. It has to be a fully charged one. I see, I see. So... No, that's not it. Why does it... Okay, let's a Constellation again. Using normal attack as the second attack of Passion Overlord's charge level 1. Okay, so... Oh,
Get out of here.
I did it once. I'm trying to do it more times. Come on, I know I can do it.
Get out of here.
I've done it once before. You've seen it on stream. Is it like... No.
Get out of here.
How did I do that before? Okay, I might need some help here, chat.
Get out of here.
I did it once and I can't repeat it again. Come on. I want to use the C4 ability more consistently with Benny. Come on now. Because usually, if I fully charge this, Benny will get sent flying. Okay. Trying to do it without Benny being sent to the Shadow Realm.
Get out of here.
Come on, come on. I know I can do this. I'm not giving up.
Light it up.
No, that's not it.
Get out of here.
Using normal attack as the second attack of Passion Overlord's charge level 1 from follow-up attack. So, let's see what happens if I just...
Get out of here.
Yes! Okay, that worked. But the timing's a bit finicky. Let's try it again. Okay, I have to be patient. I have to click the mouse when the second swing.
Get out of here.
Yes! Okay, I have to click the mouse exactly as he's after the first swing. Got you. So let's try that. Let's try to do it more consistently. Yes! Okay, okay. One more, just to make sure I got the timing right.
Get out of here.
Oh, get out of the way, Margaret! Oh.
Next clip is known for its views.
Yeah, and you almost got a great view of the skies there, man. Don't stand in the way like that. Sheesh. Okay, let's try that again. Okay. Okay, okay. I think I got the timing right. Perfect, 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 perfect. Okay, actually, I have 0 Primo Gem right now. I'm gonna need 1600, so I'm at least going to be doing one quest. one quest. So, I think I'll do Dia's story quest here on stream, definitely. Yeah. Alright, so let's do that. Story quest, we have a new one. Dia Manticora, Chapter 1. The only one current. Oh, by the way, claim it. Perfect. I have 3 out of 3 now. Oh, and Faruzan's also unlocked. Okay. So, I've done everything else but Dia. So, let's get this over with, shall we then? Yeah, alright. Let's do Dia's thing. Dia. There we go. Shade upon red silk. Go to the Grand Bazaar. Also, I wouldn't mind another 1,000 Primo Gems. I'm just saying, Hoyoverse. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I think I've heard from somewhere that you're supposed to get, like, what was it? It's like an intertwined wish for every, like, Archon quest you've completed. So, hey, where's my 20 already? Well, it's like, Hoyoverse. Come on, man. I'm not addicted, trust me, but where's my 20 wishes? I know I'm supposed to have some. I know my rights. Come on, please. Okay. I have enough to buy 3 right now. Well, that's not enough. So I can buy 6, up to 6 intertwined fates right now in total. Now I'll just have to wait. But seriously, I thought I'd get more Primo Gems. Oh well. It's a problem that'll resolve itself in time, I am sure. Anyway, without further ado, let's just get into it. Actually, since Xingqiu got a constellation, actually I'll use Mona for the time being. Because Xingqiu's already at friendship level 10. I've used him a lot. Let's try Mona out. Anyway.
I was trying to remember. What else did we put on our shopping list?
I'm gonna stay quiet, by the way, when they're talking, because why not?
Oh, what a mouth-watering smell. Paimon would know the aroma of biryani anywhere. Let's go get some.
Wasn't on our list, was it?
We can still add it to the list.
Well, if it isn't the Traveler and Paimon.
It's Dunyarzad,
Wasn't expecting to
India.
see you here.
Hello there. Oh, it's been quite a while.
Huh. So you two are still hanging out together. Dia, didn't you say last time that you were gonna head back to the desert?
I said I was going to resign from being her bodyguard. Not that our friendship was over. We're still the best of friends.
Aww.
The Homayanis also still post jobs from time to time. Their pay is always generous, so me and the other mercs never pass them up.
I told Dia to just stay at our place when she took one of those jobs a few days ago. My parents were delighted. They even said that it always felt like we were missing someone whenever Dia wasn't around.
Aww.
That sounds like something they would say, all right. You're always so welcoming. Anyway, the job is already taken care of, so I was gonna head back to the brigade as soon as I finished a little shopping. But the master kept insisting, and I ended up staying for another day.
You can stay for as many days as you want, Dia. Father hasn't even gotten around to treating you to his best dishes yet.
You know I'm not the kind of person to stay put in one place like that, my lady. Don't worry, though. There'll always be next time.
What? She said they'll treat you to the best dishes. I'm not gonna still use that.
But wait. Didn't you say last time that you would take me on a trip to the desert? Why don't you just take me with you today, when you leave? There are so many places I still haven't visited yet.
I'm sorry, my lady, but no can do. There's still a few things I need to take care of back at the brigade. Besides, the desert hasn't exactly been the most peaceful place lately.
Oh, come on. Not this again. That's also what you said last time and the time before that.
I know, I'm sorry. Just give me some more time. And I promise I'll plan the best trip ever for you.
Alright, fine. To be perfectly honest, it's not that I wanted to go, it's more like... I feel like something is off about you lately. Ever since you first set foot on the estate a few days ago, you've been acting anxious and even paranoid. Have you been delaying our trip because you've run into some kind of trouble?
Nah, are you kidding? You're worrying too much.
Would you swear on that? Friends shouldn't lie to each other, you know. I wouldn't pry any further if you're willing to swear on what you just said. But if something really is bothering you, then just tell me. You know I'll help you however I can.
Oh, looks like Junior Zod was onto something.
You're too perceptive, my lady. Seems I can't hide anything from you. I just thought that nothing good could come out of telling you about the messy happenings of mercenaries. Knowing too much only leads to more trouble. Mercenary life is a dog-eat-dog world where Mora reigns supreme. Everything operates on a completely different set of rules.
That doesn't change anything about what I just said, though. We're still friends, and I can only support you if I understand what's bothering you.
My lady... You're not gonna stop until you drag it out of me, are ya? Alright, I'll share what I know. Let's go somewhere else first. This isn't exactly the best place for a discussion.
What? I'm sure the biryani guy in the back will love to hear what you're about to say.
Okay, let's talk here. Just try not to draw any extra attention. As you may already know, the Eremites have both a lot of mercenaries and a complex organizational structure. Many mercs are no different than me, just going around looking for jobs to earn some mora. My brigade is called the Blazing Beasts. We're not a large group, but every member is loyal and brave. However, not all Eremite brigades are like mine. Some are willing to cross all kinds of lines for the sake of mora. The most notorious is a faction known as Deshret's Relics.
Deshret's Relics? Judging from the name, they must really look up to...
Yep, you got it. I've heard that you've already crossed paths with Ain al-Akmar.
Yep.
They're one of the groups under the Relic's banner.
Oh, you mean the group that tried to sell us the Divine Knowledge Capsule? Yeah, they weren't friendly at all.
Deshret's Relics is composed of many smaller brigades like Ain al-Akmar. The Relic's headquarters issues orders to all brigades under his control. On any other day, I would want nothing to do with them. Unfortunately, though, the brigade that's stirring up trouble now is none other than Dakan al-Akmar.
Dakan?
I think it means beard or something. Believe me, it's a really stupid name. I found it insufferable for years.
So... Beard of Deshret? Sure, why not?
Anyway, the real issue is that Dakan al-Akmar is led by my father, Kusela.
Say what now?
I think I'm starting to understand your anxiety now. But what did they do?
I won't go into details, my lady, but they've been involved in a lot of violent incidents. We're talking hundreds.
Hundreds?
Yep. The scenes tend to be quite gruesome, too. They strip the victims of all their valuables before murdering them.
You know, you'd think you'd strip your victims of all valuables after you murdered them, you know? Kind of a, less of a hassle that way. I'm just saying.
Not only had they targeted merchant caravans and ordinary citizens, but other mercenary brigades as well.
That's beyond terrible. They won't even spare their own kind.
I don't know how Deshret's Relic sees it. All I do know is that Dakan al-Akmar has become more and more aggressive over the last few years. If I don't do something about them, then even my brigade or the people of Aru village could become their next target. I just wish I knew what's driven him to do this.
Yeah. How can your father do such terrible things?
I don't know. People change. He's always been pretty pathetic. But at least in the past, there were still a few lines that he wouldn't cross.
That's setting the bar pretty low.
I mean, if he was even remotely decent, then why would I have to leave the brigade and cut all ties with him? He was loud and foolish, with no real sense of purpose. Instead of doing anything useful, he spent most of his time drinking and chasing after women. Of course, the other brigade members were just like him. Their ruckus would go on night after night.
Sounds like a nightmare.
What about your mother? Did she ever step in to stop them?
Unfortunately, I never knew my mother.
I'm sorry, Dia. I didn't know.
It's all right, my lady. That's pretty common in mercenary circles. Didn't I mention that my father was chasing after women? I was the result of one of those encounters with some random person. He told me that he wasn't sure who my mother was. And in any case, she never came to see me. He'd say, "You'll be fine as long as you remember to stick with Dad." But even then, he left most of the parenting to the brigade. The one thing I do remember is that he used to tell me stories. But the problem was that he had terrible taste. He only knew a few stories, and even those tended to be pretty stale. They were tales of desert warriors defeating dragons in the forest, or stories of mercenaries rescuing princesses from rebel armies.
I don't know. Seems like standard stories to kids, really.
Sounds like your typical fairy tales.
That's what I'm saying.
More or less, yeah. They were interesting maybe the first or second time around, but after about 20 repeats, they started to get a little dull. He seemed to think those stories were the best things ever, though. He was so into them that he'd call the whole brigade over and make them perform the whole thing as a play. Even the toys he gave me would all be story props. I'd get helmets, shields, and toy swords. It was only much later when I realized that the shows were more for him than they ever were for me.
What an interesting guy.
But it doesn't sound like he had all bad intentions.
Yeah, I've always found him pretty childish. That was something I could just shrug off. I had no reason to despise him. Until I grew up and learned the true face of Deshret's relics for myself. Looting, blackmail, violence, and fraud. They not only accepted such heinous acts, they would even openly boast about them. No one in the brigade was any kind of hero. Instead, my father and his cronies were more like the bad guys that needed to be taken down. Did they really think that as long as they didn't do any of that stuff right in front of me, I would never know?
I think I can understand your feelings. The difference between perception and reality must have hit hard.
Yeah, but don't worry, my lady. It's all water under the bridge to me now. I had a huge argument with my father and left that place behind for good. I'm not investigating them due to any bitter feelings I still have towards my father. I just want to protect those that are close to me.
You just want to find out why they suddenly started causing so much more trouble. And I don't understand why there's two options. Like, this is pretty common in Genshin. Just make him to one option, it's fine.
Yeah, I told the boys to gather as much information as they could. Most of the reports concern violent incidents, but there's also some talk of smuggling.
I see. But isn't this investigation incredibly dangerous?
It is, but every mercenary lives life on the edge. It's a lifestyle that I enjoy.
That may be true, but it'll be impossible for those who care about you not to worry.
Well, now you get why I didn't want to share any of this with you.
Mm-hmm.
What should we do? They both have valid concerns.
I'll go back to the desert with Dia. I can't voice it as good as Zach. Anyway, you'll just have to do. I'll just have to do. Oh no.
Huh? But there's no need for you to get caught up in this mess too.
Well, he's super tough, so if he went into the desert with you, then Paimon bets the problem will be solved in no time.
Pretty much.
I'm inclined to agree. I'd feel a lot more at ease if you took him along to help.
You can count on me.
I'll wait for news from you in the city until then. Please, stay safe.
I'm honored that you care so much for me, my lady. All right, then let's get moving. Our first stop will be Caravan Rebot, where we can catch up a bit with my fellow mercs.
Sure, lead the way. Hey, Junior Lions. Ooh, that's a pretty good quest name, not gonna lie. And also, 1, good doggy. 2, Junior Zod. Anything else to say?
Please be careful. I'll stay in the city and wait for news from you. Just don't do anything reckless, alright?
Yeah, I kinda already fight a losing battle if you don't want me to be reckless. Hey, good doggy. Hey, kid, what do you want to say? You have a lot of confidence in yourself. Really? Okay. Aww. You're a good kid. Anyway, I'm about to go kill a bunch of people in the desert, so, see you around and all that. Probably shouldn't be telling that to a kid, but whatever. I mean, you can literally bring kids to battle, so, you know. Yao Yao, Klee, Sayu, Diona. I mean, kids are nothing new to fights in Genshin. Anyway, let's go catch up with some mercenary buddies. Damn, my voice cracked.
Hey, Dia, you're back. Are these
How do
two
you-
friends of yours?
Mm-hmm. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Likewise. There's no need to be so formal with us. We're a pretty casual crew. Anyway, since we've got a newcomer, let me fill you in on what the Khan al-Akhmar's been up to lately. They've become extremely aggressive. Apparently, even their own now have become acceptable targets.
Now that is weird.
They even attack other relics brigades, just the same as any other mercenary brigade.
Even the most ferocious beasts still protect their own. And it sounds like they've thrown that straight to the wind.
That's right. Once they've collected enough loot off the other mercenaries, they sell it off to a different brigade, or turn to merchants on the black market. A portion of their profits is immediately exchanged for more food and weaponry to be used in their next violent operation.
But why?
That's terrible.
Yeah, and it really makes you wonder why they're so desperate for Mora. A few days ago, Isham and I trailed them for a while, and even disguised ourselves as merchants to conduct trade with them. We were able to learn a few things from the exchange. Rather than saying they're out to plunder and hoard Mora, it'd probably be more accurate to say that they're experiencing an internal power struggle.
Wait, a power struggle?
You heard me right. The vast majority of their victims are mercenaries from the other brigades of Deshret's relics. If their only goal was Mora, they could have gone after anybody. The targeted nature of their attacks points to a power struggle between the different brigades within the relics. That's the only plausible explanation we have. Unfortunately, we weren't able to find out anything more specific. It seems they're also trying to keep things under wraps. Oh, one last thing we discovered was that over the past few years, as the Khan al-Akhmar became more and more active, Deshret's relics as a whole became a lot weaker.
Weaker?
Sounds mighty strange to me too. Harun, you can leave the rest of the investigation to us. Gotta say though, I didn't expect you to go on a whole undercover mission during the few days I was gone. Sounds like you were really putting your necks on the line, no?
Nah, it was nothing. We're just as concerned about the situation as you are. The Khan al-Akhmar is your father's crew after all.
What he said. Besides, Dia, haven't you done more dangerous things than all of us combined? What we did is nothing compared to your experiences.
Whom's might you be? Question mark.
Yeah. And while they went to talk with Khan al-Akhmar, I took a look at the last camp they attacked. Any survivors of the attack were already long gone. There was nothing of value left in the camp.
Ah, Hisham and Khalaf. You're here too.
Ah, there you go. Thank you for the names.
We rushed over as soon as we saw you come into Caravan Ribat. Although this new friend of yours looks a little green behind the ears, I'm sensing a special vibe from him. Now that we know you'll have a capable partner with you, we can also rest easy.
Hey, what about Paimon?
Oh, you're also planning to tag along with them?
Of course! Paimon is the traveler's most important guide. Wherever he goes, Paimon will follow.
Emergency food.
Oh, in that case, then you'd better take care of her too, Dia.
Don't underestimate Paimon!
Don't worry about her. She may look tiny and helpless, but she's been through just as many battles as the traveler here.
True, and she's lived through every single one somehow.
Even if she had only survived on sheer luck, then that alone would still make her quite formidable.
I had no idea. I guess I shouldn't judge by appearances.
Oh, one other thing, Dia. When you're free, why don't you update the deputy about your upcoming schedule? We held another recruitment event a few days ago, but everyone only came to see the Flame Main. You weren't around at the time, so people were pretty disappointed to only find our crew of rough, unkempt guys. The deputy put a lot of effort into the event, but it was basically for nothing. Only a few people chose to stay, and that really got to him.
Sorry to hear that. I'll be sure to bring him some great liquor next time. I left in a hurry and I couldn't make it back in time for the event.
Gotta admit, I can understand their disappointment, though. You're our brigade's main selling point, after all. Now, if only the deputy could figure out a way to bring a few more smoking hot members into our ranks.
Keep dreaming. Remember the last time I invited a couple gals into the brigade? You all just froze up with your mouths gaping like a bunch of scarecrows. The awkward silence and weird expressions left quite the impression on them. They were originally interested in joining us, but after that, they both told me they were too uncomfortable to stick around.
Great job attracting new members.
Hey, didn't we agree to never bring that up again?
Huh? Wait, are you serious? Why have I never heard about this?
I don't think you were part of the brigade yet.
Are you kidding me? I missed a once-in-a-lifetime moment like that, and you weren't even gonna tell me?
All right. We can tell you about it later. Now's not the time.
Hey, don't you try to change the subject. You and Hisham get your butts over here and tell me everything right now.
Are they always like this?
More or less. There aren't many rules or graces when it comes to mercenaries. We're used to just speaking our minds. If someone starts getting under your skin, you just yell right back at them. And if that doesn't put an end to it, then you just challenge them to a fight.
Sure, why not?
Also, don't tend to take many things too seriously. Being direct and getting it all out of your system as soon as things come up is better than keeping everything bottled up, never talking about it.
They gonna run around a second time? Yes, they are! Brilliant.
That's also why I never spare their feelings when I talk to them. If I want to laugh, I'll laugh. If I'm angry, then I'll unload on them. It's hard to stop once you get used to it. Though, I can never do that when I'm with the Homayanis. Hey, knuckleheads! Can you at least tell me the rest of the intel before you go back to your bickering?
Yeah, you hear her, Holof? Told you we gotta focus on the investigation first. I drew up a map. Right here is the spot. There you'll find the merchant caravan responsible for getting rid of Dakan al-Akhmar's looted goods. All you gotta do is wait and ambush them in the evening. They'll have no idea what hit them.
Perfect. Thanks for that. Be sure to pass my regards to everyone else in the brigade as well.
Will do. You stay safe, Dia.
Anyway, what do you have to say first, you three bumbling morons?
Like I said,
That's
the
a bit too
ladies
harsh.
Dia brought with her were also like super mercs. I'm talking same level as Flame Main here. Oh, you should have seen it. The aura of the two of them when they were standing together, it was incredible. I was just at a loss for words, that's all.
Ah, so pathetic.
Hey! Shut up!
Hey, Hisham, you didn't say anything there. Oh no, Hisham just has something to say. Alright, you three have a good one. Actually, I'm curious, do you actually sell anything? No, you did not, but apparently you're from Liyue. I didn't expect to stay here for so long either. My plan was to try my luck in the desert and maybe make some money, but I found out that many had the same idea. It was only after they arrived here that many realized they forgot to bring this or didn't prepare that. I gave it some thought and decided to do business here in Caravan Ribot instead. And I specialize in giving adventurers a chance to resupply before venturing into the desert. How's business? Besides a mysterious product called Ultra Supreme Survivor Bundle against Ultimate Sandstorm that occasionally takes some of my business, I'm actually doing well. Luckily, the merchant who sells it is difficult to find and is rarely seen, so it doesn't really affect my income. Now that I think about it, I was right to abandon my plan to venture into the desert. With substantial risk comes substantial profits, but one should not be blinded by the benefits and overlook the danger, don't you think? Okay. Nice talking to you. Hey, let's go ambush some people right next to this I haven't cleared this actually yet. Alright, I'll clear out eventually, probably. Anyway, where were we? Right, we were supposed to ambush them or something? And oh, my ping is bad. Ooh, it goes from decent to horrible. Oh no, oh no. I'm gonna continue on with this quest. I'm gonna complete this quest if it kills me or my internet.
This should be the place. Let's find a spot to hide and bide our time.
Yeah, alright.
It's gonna come down to a fight one way or another, so let's all be careful.
No need to worry. He knows his way around a fight.
Looks so proud of it too.
I'm not worried about that. What I meant is that we probably shouldn't go too hard on the enemy. After all, we still need to get information out of them.
Get it. Beat him up, but don't beat him up that they can't move their mouth anymore. I see, I got it.
Here they come. You ready?
Mm-hmm. Let's
Give
slaughter.
them a chance to react and end this quickly.
Ooh, actually, how does Dia play, actually? I'm not really sure. Member of Eremites, Mercenary Organization, Roman Stands of Someru, Valiant, Powerful. Lots of health, that's for sure. And some stretches, because why not? It's important to limber up before a fight, that is true. Anyway, so what does your weapon do? After the character's middle skill hits an opponent, their attack will increase by 20% for 8 seconds. After a character is damaged, the attack will be increased by 20% for 8 seconds. The two aforementioned effect can be triggered even when the character is not on the field. Additionally, when not protected by a shield, the character's maximum heal will be increased by 32%. So no shields, got it. So what are your talents? So, yep, just regular attack. The RD's own invention changes its method of use depending on the combat situation. Indomitable Flame. This skill will be unleashed should there be no fiery sanctum field created by Dia herself present at the time. Use AoE pyro damage and creates field known as a fiery sanctum. So first one creates a fiery sanctum. Once a fiery sanctum is activated, the raging flame then. Got it. Unleashed should the fiery sanctum field be created by Dia herself already exists. Dia will perform a leaping attack dealing AoE pyro damage before recreating a fiery field sanctum field. A fiery sanctum field created this way will inherit the remaining duration of the previous field. Raging Flame can be used only once throughout the single Fiery Sanctum field's duration. Fiery Sanctum. When opponents hit the Fiery Sanctum field takes damage, the field will unleash quarterly pyro attack, dealing AoE pyro damage to them based on Dia's attack and HP. After within the field, the resistance interruption increased. And when they take damage, will be mitigated to Red Main's blood. Dia will then take this damage over assay. So so Dia mitigates damage. So more of a defensive kind of character. I see. Leonine Bite. Unleash her burning anger. Dia enters a blazing lioness state. Increase her resistance to interruption. Dia automatically and condition unleash Flame Main Fist. Pyro damage, reduce her attack and HP. And she'll unleash an Incineration Drive. The AoE pyro damage, reduce her attack and HP. A fire item created by Dia exists. Dia will retrieve. Oh, hello there! Hello there, Moxie, the 666. Thank you for chatting. Hey, hello. Anyway, I'm just reading out her abilities. Sorry if it's a bit bland. I just kind of want to know how she plays. Because I'm going to kind of be playing her and all that. And let's see, unable to cast skill or perform a much larger plunking attacks. I see. Hey, what does your thing do? After 6 seconds, retrieves a fire side of the field. She will take 60% less damage. HP less than 40, 20% max HP, and restores 6% HP. Okay. I think that about covers it. Let's kick some ass.
That's close enough.
Delve into destiny.
Ow. Let's get it on.
There we go.
decided by destiny.
Come on.
Teamwork is
Okay. The lad's a bit inconvenient, not gonna lie. There we go.
You won this one.
Yeah, and I will win every single one too. Ah, I didn't time it right.
adventure time.
Anyway, Dia, you can handle this.
Get it on.
There we go. So who do we need to talk to? Ah, looks like you can still move your jaw. Brilliant.
You're the Flame Bane.
Good. That saves me an introduction. All right, time for a little talk. Are you buddies with Dakana Lakmar now? Tell me, what are they after?
You know the code of being a mercenary just like everyone else. The first rule is to never divulge key information about our employer. What makes you think I'd talk?
That might have worked on an amateur, but I know you're just looking to protect your reputation. Think about it though. What's your reputation worth if you won't have the other tools you need to succeed in this line of work? Tools like, I don't know, your limbs or eyes.
Sounds like a good idea to me. Let's do it.
You've got 5 seconds. You might want to think twice about how much your employer's information is worth to you.
Whoa!
It's alright, Paimon.
I'm not joking around. We can do this the easy way or the painful way. 2 seconds.
I'll save you the trouble.
Oh, he just killed himself. That was unexpected.
Are you crazy? He tried to bite off his own tongue. Quick, search the area for any first aid supplies.
Now that was unexpected.
I definitely didn't expect him to go that far. Thankfully, the wound wasn't too deep, and he just passed out from the pain.
But why would he be so extreme?
I just wanted to test his mettle. You can get a lot of mercenaries to talk just by threatening them. I didn't expect him to be willing to go through so much pain just to deny us some intel.
Well, he's out cold for now. We could wait for him to wake up, but maybe it's not a good idea to interrogate him any further. What should we do?
Yeah, don't worry about it. It'll be a waste of time to interrogate him again after that. He might just hurt himself again if we start asking. There are lots of goods around here. Let's search the area. Maybe we'll be able to find something. I'm really sorry.
It's alright. I was on it. Hey. Dude. 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 Dude, are you alright? Atar is not gravely injured and will probably wake up soon. It should be okay to leave him here for a little while. Alright. Let's see. There are some weapons in the boxes, as well as a bunch of medicine and bandages. It seems like the Kana Lakmar is really up to no good. You could use that on him. Anyway. There are a lot of daily necessities. Let me try that from the top. There are a lot of daily necessities, like food and water, in the boxes. It doesn't seem like there's anything noteworthy. Ooh, it's cutscene.
We found a piece of paper with a bunch of names on it. Maybe it's a record of something.
Let me take a look. If this really is a merchant caravan, they should have a record of their transactions. Yep. I see an entry for Dakana Lakmar right here. Kusela, Idrisi, Bashar, and Takriti. All familiar names. Dakana Lakmar has been trading for a hefty supply of food, weapons, and medicine. It seems that in the past, they used to receive some canned knowledge as well.
Yep, seen that part.
This caravan is just one link in their logistics chain. Once in the rainforest, the caravan will exchange the looted goods for Mora, and the funds will then be passed to a specific person. That person will then pack the caravan full of necessary goods, which will then be brought right back to Dakana Lakmar. Wait, why is there no Mora value recorded for the final transaction?
No value?
Yeah, Every transaction before the last one was marked with an exact amount of mora, but the final one, where they paid for everything to be brought back to the desert, was simply marked as delivered.
Maybe the more amounts just happened to cancel each other out?
Perhaps. But they couldn't have known how much they would make off selling the loot. Do they not care about profit margins at all? Anyway, the next part's the records of the goods themselves. There are a lot of entries. Everything was probably sourced from the rainforest. Huh?
What's wrong?
Shazamon Homayani?
Homayani? You mean Dunyarzad's family? Could it just be another family with the same last name?
I'd be surprised to find someone with the exact same first and last name. Shazamon Homayani is Dunyarzad's father, and the head of the Homayani family. Just what the heck is going on here?
Let's analyze the situation first, Dia. Calm down.
I'm sorry. You're right. I'll consider what we found and not jump to conclusions just yet. But what this piece of paper confirms is that the Homayani family has been providing goods to Dakana Lakmar.
What if the Homayanis have been kept in the dark and don't know they've been trading with Dakan Akhmar?
That's a possibility, but if that was the case, why is this caravan specifically named Shazamon as their person of contact? They could have just as easily bought goods such as food and medicine directly from Caravan Ribat or Port Ormos.
If Shazamon was actually aware of this...
Yeah, funding violence and looting. The brigade gets the goods, and he is paid the proceeds from the sale of the loot.
But why would he do something like this? It's not like the Homayanis are in need of money.
I honestly have no idea. I've been to their estate many times, and I've never noticed anything suspicious. The only potentially large expenditure I could think of would be the treatment costs for Dunyarzad's Elazar. Maybe they borrowed a lot of mora in the past, but that's still just a speculation. I don't think the master would stoop so low to make mora.
I don't think Dunyarzad knows anything about this either.
You're probably right. I know my lady's personality, and she wouldn't deliberately keep something like this from us.
But what should we do now? All we found is just another mystery.
If you want to get to the bottom of this, we won't be able to turn back.
If you ask me, we already have no choice but to confront her about this. I'm not worried. It's too early to make a verdict yet. I still have faith in the Homayanis. Let's go find my lady again. We'll tell her everything and see if she's willing to lend us her support. If we're lucky, we can not only figure out the mystery of this paper, but also follow the trail of breadcrumbs to the people responsible at Dakan al-Akmar.
Dia, are you sure this is the best decision? What if instead of getting the help we need, we just end up revealing everything we've discovered to the enemy?
I've considered that possibility. But even still, I want to tell her what we found. I think I owe her that much. True friendship is built on trust.
Agreed.
She showed genuine concern for me when we first brought up the topic. I can't repay her kindness with doubt and suspicion. That's not how I deal with people.
You're right. Paimon wants to trust Dunyarzad too.
I hope we'll be of help to her.
Yeah. Let's pay another visit to Sumeru City.
Caravan accounts. Hey, by the way, is knocked out guy still there? Oh, he is as well, so we're just gonna leave him here? Sure, I guess. Why not? Anyway, what does the bill thingy majiggy say? I know you're here somewhere, no point in hiding. Information moving to the Kanal Ahmar, apart from the large amount of data. Dunyarzad's father. Okay. Let's go to Sumeru.
The wind rises.
There you go. So this is Dunyarzad's house. Well, probably, yeah, maybe just where she's staying for the time being, because I don't think this exactly is an estate. I'm just saying. Oh, that's all Hathams. They're basically neighbors. Ain't that nice?
We're back, my lady.
Oh, you're back a lot sooner than I expected. You mustn't have run into any trouble then.
Wouldn't say that.
Well, how did it go? What did you come up with?
Actually, we're still investigating. It's just that we've discovered something strange.
I see. The clues you found have led you back here, in the city?
Something like that. Yeah.
You all look a little dispirited. Whatever you found must not have been very encouraging after all. Why don't you discuss it with me? Maybe I'll be able to say something to cheer you up?
It's okay, my lady. It's not so much about me being upset with my father or anything like that. How should I put this?
So something is wrong. Even the Traveler and Paimon have been uncharacteristically quiet. On any other day, Paimon would have already waved to me with a smile and shouted, "Dunyarzad, we're back!" So tell me, what happened?
Well?
My lady, please prepare yourself for what we're going to tell you next. It concerns the Master.
The Master? You mean my father? Okay, I understand. But don't worry about me. I'll listen as attentively as I can. My father has been supplying goods to Dakan al-Akmar?
Yeah, it makes as little sense to us as it does to you. I've never doubted the Master's integrity, so I'm having a real hard time rationalizing how he could ever support an infamous brigade like them. Maybe he's not actually aware of the full story and just stumbled into the deal by accident.
Feels unlikely, though.
I can't help but agree with the Traveler.
Huh? You mean you feel the same way, Dunyarzad?
Thank you for sharing all this information with me. Since you've told me everything you know, I should also tell you about some doubts that I've been harboring for quite a while. In the past, I thought that my father hired a bodyguard for me so that I wouldn't run away and get lost. However, there are plenty of capable mercenaries in the Corps of 30. Why did my father go out of his way to hire Dia?
About that. Well, the Homayanis really needed bodyguards, so they reached out to the Blazing Beasts. Later, the Master told me that I was one of the best mercenaries he'd ever seen, and that I should stick around to become one of his bodyguards. He offered me a pile of Mora, so I just signed on.
Well, but that didn't really answer my question. Just think about it. Why did my father specifically reach out to the Blazing Beasts?
Maybe the Corps of 30 just didn't have anyone available, or maybe someone recommended us. I've never given it too much thought. I think I get what you're saying. You think none of this was a coincidence.
Precisely. At first glance, nothing seems strange or out of place. But there are many parts of the story that don't actually make any sense. If my father had always been in contact with Dakan al-Akmar, then it would make sense for him to bring Dia into our house.
You mean the goal all along was to get Dia to be your bodyguard?
No, that's too much of a stretch. I cut all ties with my father a long time ago. He has no control over my life anymore.
But that still doesn't rule out the possibility that your father has still been trying to influence your life without you knowing.
So, the Master was not likely an innocent victim in all of this?
That's what things are looking like at this point.
Sorry we put all this on you so suddenly, Dunyarzad.
It's okay, Paimon. I should actually be thanking you. Regardless of his reasons, if my father has truly been funding a violent group of mercenaries, then it's my duty to bring him back to reason.
But is that really the right thing to do? My father has committed many atrocities and deserves all the punishment that he has coming to him. I have zero sympathy for him. You may call me an ungrateful child, but my feelings will remain the same. However, the Homayani family has treated me with nothing but generosity and kindness. If we decide to investigate this further, we could end up implicating the entire Homayani family. I would be biting the hand that's fed me over all these years.
Tia.
It's alright, Dia. If anyone were to ask, you could always just say that I'm the one who instructed you to get to the bottom of this.
You don't have to do that, my lady. I'm not conflicted because I'm afraid of taking responsibility. Besides, you're the one we should all be worried about right now.
Hey! It's still too early to give up hope! What was that thing about friendship again?
True friendship is built on trust.
Right, yeah, trust! You said that yourself, Dia. Besides, there's no point on getting all riled up before we've confirmed all the facts.
If your trust hasn't been misplaced, then he probably has many conflicting feelings as well.
Thank you, everyone. That makes a lot of sense. I guess I should always remember the trust that I've placed in people. In which case, my lady, could you ask the Master to come out and have a chat with us?
Sure thing. I also hope he'll be able to give us a logical explanation. Let's meet at the usual place then.
Usual place? Ah, right.
Yes! Usual place. Where's that? Let's see. Usual place. I'm guessing it's by the, Yep, it is by there. By Lombard's, what would you call it? Restaurant? Diner? Tavern! There we go, right. It's Lombard's Tavern. There we go. I remember what it's called now.
Thank you for coming, sir. Please allow me to introduce these two. This is the Traveler, and next to him is his travel companion, Paimon.
Ah, yes. My daughter has mentioned them from time to time. It's a privilege to finally meet them in person. But we may skip all the pleasantries for now. What is the important matter you wish to discuss with me today?
Well, we wanted to bring this transaction record to your attention. There's something on this record that we're all pretty curious about.
So, that's what you found? Huh. Seems like I can't keep everything from you much longer.
Honest man, apparently.
If you wouldn't mind, we'd like an explanation.
Well, it's a long and difficult story. And to be perfectly honest, I'm not sure if I'm doing the right thing. What I do know, though, Dia, is that the truth will bring you no solace. If anything, it will likely cause you a great amount of anguish.
Wait, me?
Yes, I understand perfectly why you came to see me. And I am touched by your collective commitment to do the right thing. But knowledge always comes at a price. And sometimes, as they say, ignorance is bliss.
Ignorance in the land of wisdom. Those two don't kind of mix.
Your father, Kusela, and I both believed that. Of course, you have the right to seek and learn the truth, but I must warn you. The facts of this matter may reduce everything you've built for yourself into sand, blowing in the wind. If you must proceed, then Kusela's heartfelt efforts will also fade into the wind like a fleeting mirage.
His heartfelt efforts? I'm sorry, sir, but I'm not sure I follow. I've made it this far in life without a single drop of my father's support. I have my own ideals and ways of looking at the world, as well as people and causes that I've chosen to cherish and fight for. None of these things have anything to do with him. I came here today to support you as the head of the Homayani family. No warning will change my stance on that.
I understand. Then let me tell you a little story. Our family once needed to take a trip to the desert when Dunyazad was just a baby. Along the way, we were attacked by bandits. They had superior numbers and quickly overpowered our bodyguards. When all seemed lost, a group of passerby Eremites lent us their support. Those Eremites were Kusela's brigade, Dekan al-Ahmar. Kusela's men told me that the attackers were Eremite mercenaries, just like themselves. I was shocked. Why would Dekan al-Ahmar go so far to save us and not spare the fellow Eremites? Kusela was grinning and walked over to play with baby Dunyazad. She was startled by his unfamiliar face and nearly started crying.
Really? I never knew.
He said that he had no particular reason to help us. He just took pity on us because he had a daughter about the same age. We started talking about our children, and I sensed that he was a devoted father. To repay his kindness, I hired his brigade to help out at our estate for a time, and offered everyone generous remuneration.
So, that's what happened.
It was many years before I saw him again. I almost didn't recognize him the next time he came knocking on my door. The man I knew to be strong and healthy had been reduced to a shell of himself. He couldn't even walk anymore without his cane.
So, what happened to him? He was perfectly fine when I left the brigade.
I'm not too sure myself. The only thing that didn't change was his cheery disposition. He said there was absolutely nothing to worry about and that he had gotten into a fight. That was all. He then suddenly asked me if Dunyarzad, now that she had grown, would need a bodyguard of her own. At the time, Dunyarzad was going through a particularly severe bout of her Elazar. There was no need for her to have a bodyguard when she could barely leave the house. But he kept coming back to the topic. Come on, it never hurts to be safe. How do you know a bodyguard won't come in handy one day? I was completely lost at first, until he recommended the Blazing Beasts, and in particular, a mercenary named Dia.
So he was the one who recommended Dia to you.
Indeed. He didn't say it out loud, but it was clear that he saw Deshret's relics as an evil group who would eventually corrupt every member in their ranks. He was already beyond redemption, but he hoped that he would be able to detach his daughter from the vicious world of mercenary life. If Dia could stay in my house and keep working as a bodyguard, then gradually her affinity for the desert would decrease, and she'd be able to leave her previous life behind.
And that's why you offered her such generous compensation?
Yes, but not just because of that. From the moment that he asked me for that favor, I also began to see Dia as my own daughter. And that's also why I tried to persuade you to stay when you asked for permission to leave. I was willing to spend however much it took. Kusela saved my daughter and I all those years ago in the desert. I could never refuse him entrusting his daughter to me.
He was always like that. Acting like he's oh so smart and self-righteous.
Kusela said that he'd reimburse me for a portion of Dia's fees. I refused to take any Mora from him, but he'd always send me funds anyway. Eventually, I just accepted them as a token of his gratitude. And that went on for a while until I received another letter from him a few years ago. The letter contained a request to help him buy food, weapons, medicine, and even explosive materials.
Wait! Isn't that around the time that Dakan al-Akhmar started becoming more aggressive?
That's right. When I started to hear some nasty rumors, I became wary. I wanted to meet him face to face to discuss things, but by then, he was no longer receptive to my requests to talk. If I had to guess, it's probably because he doesn't want to put Dia at risk.
But by that same token, he should have also stopped asking you for materials.
That thought occurred to me as well. I figured that he probably came to me for help because he had nobody else to turn to. After some deliberation, I decided to send him some food and medicine. I turned down all his requests for explosives and weaponry. I am aware that even such a reduced gesture of support could lead to others coming to harm, but I could not simply reject his plea for help. In the end, it probably was the wrong decision. I plugged my ears to the rumors and just chose a solution that made me feel least guilty about myself.
If you can, please tell me where he is now. None of the things he's doing right now make any sense if he's just trying to keep me from getting tangled up in his world. If all he wants to do is steer clear of me, then maybe he shouldn't have brought me into this world in the first place.
Whoa!
No. Dia, please don't feel that way.
I'm just angry because I can't wrap my head around any of his actions.
Maybe there's another way of looking at all of
Another
this.
way? I don't know. I knew him, and he was nothing more than a childish brute. I can't understand what's going through his head. But I guess you do have a point. We haven't uncovered the whole truth yet. We still need to figure out his exact actions and reasoning for these last few years.
I'll do my best to help. Of course, anything between the two of you would need to be resolved between you and him alone. I don't know Kusela's exact whereabouts. Outside of supplying his brigade with some goods, I tried my best to avoid getting involved any further with him. However, there's a man on the list named Jawed. He used to be a mercenary in the desert and is now a member of the Corps of 30. He's responsible for supplying weapons and liaising with the Dakan al-Akhmar's merchant caravan. I think he should know Kusela's whereabouts. I've heard that he likes to have a few drinks alone and enjoy the cool wind at night outside the tavern. Maybe you'll be able to find him there.
Understood. Thank you, sir. Then I guess this is bye for now, unless...
I'll stay and be with my father here. To be honest, I'm still a little dazed and haven't finished processing everything quite yet. My father has indeed done something wrong, but if I think about it, I'm also not sure if there was a right way to handle this problem. I feel like our only course of action is to turn everything we know over to the Corps of 30 and let them render judgment.
Yes. I am prepared to accept whatever verdict they choose. It's time to face my mistakes.
Brave. Anyway, let's wait till nighttime. That's a nice bench. Wait till about... This should be nighttime. See, moon's even out. There we go. Looking for a person named George. Oh, there we go. Speak of the devil. Hello there, my good man.
Huh? Who are you guys?
I know what you've been up to. Smuggling weapons to violent brigades in the desert while working for the Corps. Pretty bold, if you ask me.
Shh. Keep your voice down. How do you know all that?
We're smart cookies. What can we say?
Come with me. We should take this elsewhere. I'll be happy to talk things over once we're somewhere private.
And by private, you
This place
mean the back of the shop. Alright.
Back to my question. How did you all know about me?
Don't worry about that for now. You know what kind of punishment you'll face once we report you to the Corps, I assume.
Wait. There's no need to jump the gun. Let's talk this out. What are your terms?
So what's in it for you anyway, Mora?
Well, I was a little tight on money at the time, and Kusela took good care of me in the past. I weighed it in my mind, and I couldn't find a reason to turn the opportunity down. I wouldn't only be helping my benefactor, but I could also make some quick Mora.
Let me tell you how it is. We're investigating Dakan al-Akhmar, and we're gonna put an end to their operations. If you provide some help for us, then we might just put in a good word later to reduce the terms of your punishment.
Hey, why don't we discuss this a little first? Listen, I made quite a bit of Mora from my last run. You just give me a number. I'm sure we can...
Shut it. My patience is running out. You should know when a mercenary is after something other than money.
All right. Sheesh. But you gotta promise you'll put in some nice words for me later. They're always on the move. Here's the spot they were at the last time I made my delivery to the desert. Feel free to go have a look. I'm just telling you though, it's not on me if they're not there anymore.
Sure. And then you can forget about any nice words from us.
Hey,
I like
come
you,
on.
Dia.
Now you're just being unreasonable.
Really? And how do I know you're not leading us straight into a trap? Don't forget, you're the one with no bargaining chips.
All right, I get it. Why don't you go take a look, and if they're not there anymore, I'll try to figure out something else for y'all.
Now that's more like it. Let's move. And
Agreed.
as for you, try to stick around the city until we get back. You don't want us to call the folks from the Corps and have them drag you back to the city.
Oh, and by the way, I'm sorry for not talking all that much. I just, kind of want to listen to the dialogue. And yeah, I kind of want to listen. Basically, what I'm saying is say dialogue good. Anyway, Jawad, what do you have to say for yourself?
Don't worry. I'm not going anywhere.
Just to make sure. Yeah! Alright, you're not going anywhere. And where in the desert is Dia's family? At the ass end of nowhere! Perfect! I haven't even discovered the waypoint closest to there. Okay. Making my way downtown, walking fast, chasing something homebound. Da 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 da. I don't know. Anyway. Up there. Are there like no... Ooh, wait, there's a scarab! There's a scarab! I know Sino needs that. There we go. Perfect. Anyway, making my way downtown, walking fast, something homebound, da 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 da. Come on, Scaramouche. You're gonna have to do a lot of flying.
Behold.
Yep, very beholding. Anyway, should be a straight climb up. Brilliant. Oh, no, 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 no. Here should be good. Come on, grab on. No, alright. Let's try to find another way up, guys. Okay.
Squall Fury.
Let's wait here for 5 seconds. Let Mr. call it your little skill, whatever the hell it's called.
The wind rises.
And fly up. There we are. Brilliant. Scaramouche. Really great 5-star to have. Not really just for the combat, but just for maneuvering and stuff. Anyway, let's go switch to Mona. Just a bunch of water droplets in the desert. Don't you mind that. Oh, what, where, when, how, why? Alright, teleport, I guess.
Seems like we're in luck. That should be their camp right up ahead.
Don't tell me I approach from where they were.
Let's go. We'll finally get to the bottom of this ourselves.
Alright, let's.
I'm here to see Kusela. Tell him to get out here.
Hello.
Tia, why are you here?
That's not what I want.
Get out of here!
There you go. This shouldn't take long.
Going in! Let's get it on!
There we are. Who's still alive? Oh, you're still alive. Come on. Don't make this harder than it has to be, man. And I guess you're the only one left alive. Alright.
Shadows of fate! Get out of here!
Still don't have the timing quite right. Let me just have fun with you, sir.
Buckle up!
Oh, that last one missed. Never mind.
You all done enough.
Really? More?
So are you also here to stop us?
Pretty much, yes. Now Dia's here, so pretty much it has something to do with her. There we go, got the timing just right. I should have used whatchamacallit, you know, burst first. Right. Sorry, too many things happening. I was gonna say the best character, Benny. There we go. Nothing to it but you being juggled around like a rag doll. And that guy's still being juggled around as he's already down. Brilliant. Anyway, you're not surviving this! Nope, not at all. Perfect. Alright, tell us what you know.
No, she's so strong.
Yes, she is. Just ignore the thing about the hydro slime.
Enough fighting. We all know each other, and I don't want to take things too far. Just bring Kusela to me. There's no use hiding him anymore. Did you understand a single word I just said? Or do I need to bash your skull in some more?
All right, everyone, let's all just calm down for a second. Dia, the boss can't come out and see you anymore. He died a long time ago.
What?
Seems like you've been out of the loop for a while. Guess that's for the best, though. At least, that's what the old man wanted.
When did he die? What happened to him?
A few years ago, Kusela broke up Dakan al-Ahmar and went to the Deshret's Relics headquarters by himself.
So is that when you guys started acting up?
We would prefer to call it taking revenge. Every last person in Deshret's Relics must pay in blood for what they did.
So that's what happened.
Let me start from the beginning. Dia, do you know how the head of the Relics maintained order internally?
Overwhelming strength and unquestionable authority?
Those were a part of it, yes. But just those on their own weren't enough. They had another tool at their disposal. They called it a person's record. Regardless of whether they joined by their own will or were coerced, every person in Deshret's Relics were forced to leave a record of themselves at headquarters. Whether it be their deepest sin, some unforgivable act, or their most immoral exploit. The record served both as a symbol of loyalty and the perfect material for blackmail.
So you mean Kusela thought there was no escaping the records?
That's precisely it. Every one of us have a record. Me, Bashar, Tikriti, and all the boys who grew up with Dia and ended up joining our ranks. But you, Dia, you were never asked to provide a record, were you?
I never even knew this was a requirement.
You were probably the only person in all of Deshret's Relics who didn't know about it.
Ever since you were born, Boss had been trying to shield you from this organization's sinister rules. Not only that, but he also banned all of us from committing any nefarious acts. He said he'd take care of the dues we had to pay regularly to headquarters. But in the end, he was just an ordinary person. What could he do? He was forced to go to headquarters again and again to account for missed dues and incomplete records. He'd come up with all kinds of excuses and get beaten up as a result.
We all knew he was doing that for you. He wanted to get you out of this world, no matter what it took.
And that's why he became a shell of himself and couldn't walk without a cane.
Huh.
Wait, but that doesn't make any sense. I didn't know about any of this. And I'd never seen him get injured or beaten.
Because you were too young at the time. How would you ever tell between wounds from a beating and wounds from battle? When you left home after that final argument with him, he seemed to age by a decade overnight. Even his hair went gray.
So, even the blazing beasts were...
Yep. It was all his doing. Had he not arranged them to come to you, you probably would have been reduced to a pulp before you ever left the desert.
A few years ago, Boss said he needed to make another trip to headquarters. He was already pretty weak then, and we all assumed he was going to get beaten again. I suggested that he hand the role of leadership over to me, but he said there was no longer any need, since the Khan al-Ahmar would soon be no more. His words made no sense to me. But that night, we heard that a massive fire tore through headquarters and razed everyone's records to ash.
Ooh.
Everyone gained their freedom that night. Many members fled, not just from our ranks, but from the other brigades as well. But how could we leave with a clear conscience? All of us who knew exactly what had happened.
The boss can't have just died for nothing. Those heartless jerks at headquarters took him from us.
From that point on, the sole purpose of the Khan al-Ahmar became revenge. The big fire that Boss started was quite a blow to headquarters' strength. It's given us the opportunity to launch our attack. Even though we're outnumbered, we vowed to see our revenge through to the very end.
But Deshret's Relics haven't been the only victims of your revenge.
There were people from headquarters who changed their names and went into hiding. Some fled to other brigades, and others escaped to the rainforest. But we won't let any of them escape our wrath. They'll all pay for what they've done.
We've suffered plenty of losses as well. To keep going, We need an enormous amount of supplies, from food and medicine to weaponry and explosives. All we can do is exchange our loot from Mora, and then use that to get supplies. We forged Boss's handwriting and sent out many letters to his former friends. Thankfully, many people were willing to come to our aid. We were also able to attract many mercenaries who shared our goal. We've endured unspeakable pain to win many impossible battles. Deshret's relics have become weaker and weaker, and now we finally have an opportunity to directly strike their headquarters.
Sorry for interrupting, but two things. One, yeah, your father was a good man despite his flaws. And two, mind if we tag along?
Paimon doesn't know what to say anymore.
Responding to violence with more violence will only cause more pain. You have any idea the amount of damage you've done?
We do know right from wrong, but we were sinners from the very beginning. We do not deserve the freedom that the boss won for us with his life.
But that's exactly why your boss sacrificed his life, so you could all get your freedom. You know that, plunging back into the life he worked so hard for you to get out of would just be undoing everything he's done for you, no?
Boss always loved his old-fashioned hero stories. Those tales about sacrificing yourself to save the world. We used to always laugh at him for it. But in the end, he really went and lived those stories out himself. As for me, I never considered myself a hero. We're all the lowest of the low. We have no right to even imagine such an existence.
And yet your boss imagined it for you, no?
But maybe those hero stories he liked foreshadowed everything that was to come. The spirit of the hero touched all those he had saved, and more people joined his cause. Maybe we were all just acting along with the play in the beginning. But as we acted the parts and recited the lines, we were drawn in. And now, we want to see the story through to the end. I'm sorry, Dia. I know you always found us insufferable ever since you were young. Just think of this as a madman ranting.
I'll go with you.
Huh? Dia? You wanna go with them?
I grew up with these guys, and I know they're not bad people. It's just that some situations get so bad that it's difficult to tell good from evil.
True.
All I know is that Deshret's relics must be destroyed.
True.
Furthermore, I want to go see the place for myself. I want to know if my father is still there. I know you don't want to get involved in this, so there's no need for you to tag along. I can do this on my own.
Yeah, the Traveler is already deeply involved in this.
Yeah, Paimon feels like we'd only regret it if we don't see this through to the end.
Thank you. We'll be a lot stronger together with you.
I bet Boss would lose his mind if he ever knew you'd join us at the very last moment like this.
Considering all the losses and injuries we sustained, we can't afford to turn down someone as powerful as you.
And we also kind of help with those injuries, by the way.
He can think whatever he wants. But the fact is, I owe him this much.
Fair. Alright, let's talk to you guys and then the storm wherever the hell Deshret's relics are hiding now.
What a bummer. I just had to get injured now, right before the final fight. Be sure to punch one of them for me, huh?
I'll do more than punch, by the way. But Dia can do that.
I guess it all comes down to this.
Alright, we're about to storm Deshret's Relics HQ. Let's see, where are thou? A kilometer? Almost 2 kilometers away. On the other side of the desert? Alright, where's the nearest thing? I guess I could go from here. Alright, let's finish this off, guys. Sorry if it's I'm talking a lot less in the stream. It's just a lot more cutscenes. And, you know, I don't really talk in cutscenes much, even in my other games I played. It's just that there's a lot of cutscenes here. Anyway, any twos in any house. Let's go here. The Dendroculi can wait. Actually, no, that I'm going to. Am I? This is the right direction, yeah? How in the world? I think Mona consumes less stamina when she sprints. I'm not so sure about that. You feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, chat. Scaramouche makes things so much easier. Let's go. Come on, Mona. Just making our way up the desert dunes. Okay, this should be the direction, yeah? Yes, there it is. Don't worry, this will be all over soon. Pretty soon.
Squall Fury.
Come on, just gotta get up this hill. Come on now, Mona. There we are. Up-de-doo.
This the entrance? We sure didn't run into much trouble on the way here.
True.
Should be. I don't think they have enough manpower left to post guards and defend their perimeters.
True, like they said, Deshret's relics are very weakened right now. Especially, you know, considering everything that happened. Led by Kusela's old comrades, you arrive at the final hideout of Deshret's relics. Future citizens to be expected within. It's time to call curtains for vengeance, whether old or new. And I'm okay with this lineup. Mona, yeah, I could use Xingqiu, but let's try Mona. If you use Mona all stream, might as well end it off with Mona, yeah? Yeah. Oh yeah, I just realized something. You can change what the pop-up is by just clicking the screen. I never knew that till yesterday. See, just change it and change it and change it.
Wow. Paimon didn't expect it to look like this on the inside.
Pretty much, and hey, look at all the people we brought along to the
Should
party.
all be holed up in here. Don't know how many people they've got left, though.
Who cares? We'll round up all of them.
Still, we should be careful. Even if they've only got one shot left, it could still take us out.
Fought many situations like this before.
Yeah. We'll know what they're really capable of once we've landed some hits on them.
True. Besides, it can't be what they were capable of before. You guys have done a lot of damage.
Deshret's relics may have been a force to be reckoned with before, but their name means nothing now.
Yeah, they don't stand a chance with you here. I'll take the lead. I've been here once before.
Oh, nice! They're actually, you know, the three named guys are actually NPCs. Nice. Come on, let's go to party!
You are not welcome. Delved into destiny. Written in the stars.
There, that should help. There we go! That should take care of them nice and quickly, like. Come on, just stand down already. You've lost. You are badly outnumbered in this. Come on, come on. Oh no, it's lagging out a bit. Oh no! Oh no! The ping is dead.
Why do they never miss? Get out of here!
And messed up the timing again. Brilliant. I just never get that timing consistent.
Let's get it on!
There we go. You dead yet? No, you're not. Well, let's change that, yeah?
Following orders.
More of you?